Okay, so this will be a tutorial on the hard rain event skip here. So to start off, show off the propane spawn locations. We have this one. We have this one here can be a propane. This can be a propane or an oxygen tank. All of the propane spawns can also be oxygen tanks. We have this one here. We have 4 spawns along here. All of these could be propane. We have 4 spawns here as well. They can spawn here. They can spawn here. They can spawn here. And they can also spawn here and here. Okay, so now to start. So first is the slow drop method, which involves dropping the propane over the edge, falling down, and then shooting the propane when you fall. Personally, I'm not much of a fan of this because if you miss, or if like a common hits you, or you're just in a rush, it's very hard to do when you're under pressure and trying not to troll. So, yeah, there's not really much I have to say about this other than you literally just fall down and do that. Don't throw it because it'll bounce, which makes it harder to do. But yeah, so that's the slow drop. Okay, so now for the fast drop, I'm going to do a demonstration here, and then I'm going to explain why this looks stupid. So, as you can see, I just had to shoot way below the propane.
Where you all at?
It's very counterintuitive, and that's caused by lerp, or interpolation. And so basically what lerp does is it lags the models of everything behind the hitbox by however many milliseconds as defined by cvar cl_interp. So this affects the propane tank, it affects survivor AI, or your teammates rather, not AI. Affects the common infected and the special infected, which makes dead stopping harder because the hitbox is so desynced from the model. So what you can do is you can go cl_interp 0.05. That sets it to 50 milliseconds. Now this change won't save to your config, so you have to put this in an auto exec to make it save on every restart. Hello, me from the future and also the daytime. Make sure when you do this, you also set cl_interp ratio to 1, because by default, if it's set to 2, the setting interp to 0.05 doesn't do anything, which is something I forgot about because I have it in my auto exec, which you'll need to make it quote-unquote permanent, as well as cl_interp. So yeah. Yeah, if you set it to 50 milliseconds, then now I'm going to jump, throw the propane tank, shoot, and I can shoot right into propane, and it just works. So yeah, I would highly recommend doing this, because it just makes the game so much better. Because, trust me, being able to shoot or shove when you actually see the special infected rather than having to predict it way beforehand is so much better. Hello, it is me from a year and a half later. So since I got a couple of things wrong in the original video, I'm going to re-record some things here. So for the fast drop, the simplest, at least in terms of complexity of inputs, way does not involve jumping at all. Literally, all you're going to do is walk off, left click, and then hold down click again. When you hold down click, that makes it so it will shoot the shot as soon as like the shotgun is prepped and ready. So there's basically like no timing involved with that regard, as long as you don't throw it too high like I just did there, or like too late, or too far down, you're good. Like that was fine. But you can also do it like this, where you walk off and shoot and shove if you want to just give yourself more leeway on when to shoot, in case, because if you are throwing too late like that, I would have died there. The only reason I didn't die is because I have Buddha on. So basically where the precision comes down to with the no jump method is when you throw. So if you're not confident in when to throw, then you can just go back to the shoot and shove method, which hopefully I don't need to explain in too much detail because you can see based off my input overlay here what I'm doing. But yeah, you throw too early, that happens, which is obviously bad. You throw too late, then, well, that was tick perfect. But yeah, if you throw any later than that, then you're dead. So yeah, whenever I'm like, I haven't done this in a while and I'm in a run, I need to do it, I usually just opt for the shove, just so I don't need to worry. Because, yeah, as you can see there, that was really sus. So, however you want to do it is fine. But yeah, just know that you don't need to jump for this, but you can if you want to. There's just no reason to. So yeah. So yeah, now onto oxygentank. Now this is kind of something that you shouldn't rely on because it can be inconsistent, since this basically relies on getting good RNG spread with your shotgun pellets. You'll have better chances of doing this with the spaz rather than the normal auto shotgun because the spread on this is tighter and it shoots less pellets but deals the same amount of damage. But basically you're going to want to jump and throw up and shoot. The angle at which you throw is kind of important because otherwise it gets too far away from you too quickly. There I got it, but my shot was tick perfect for when it exploded. See, there's a way too far away.
Where you all at?
So this is kind of sensitive to timing and how you throw it and stuff. It's not very consistent. And it's basically impossible with the normal pump shotgun because the spread is so wide. But it's very consistent with the chrome shotgun because the spread is so tight. As you can see. So yeah, that's basically it. And then there's two backups you can do. First is throwing a bile down here.
Grab and puke. Incoming.
A ton of commons are going to run here. And basically, once you have a decent amount here, you can just walk off and land on their heads. Yeah, you're going to be really low in health, so make sure that you have pills, otherwise you're going to be fucked. We'll just do that one more time real quick. Also get rid of this tank that just magically spawned. So none of the comms are here. I guess they're all fucking up here because this game is great. Yeah, you see there I have 44 health, so make sure you have a lot of health if you're going to do this. I definitely have pills, otherwise you're basically fucked. Now there is another option, which is crouch hop. Being harassed right now. Why is this spitter sound not playing? The crouch hop goes something like this. Except you don't run into the side of the elevator. I believe you can land a little higher, and not take so much damage. But basically, you want to land and then not take so much fall damage like I just did. It's not really something I recommend going for, especially for beginners, because you're not going to hop that consistently. See, this is better. Didn't take nearly as much fall damage, and then I can edge my way down. Hello, me from the future again. It's also possible to do this by simply taking an adrenaline and then jumping around and landing. You need to have a lot of HP to survive that drop, obviously, like you need 88. It's also possible to land high up, although I suck at it because, yeah. But yeah, you can see here, I just landed high up, so now you can just edge your way down. And you'd only need 7 HP to survive there. But yeah, that's just another way you can do it. Requires adrenaline. Hello, it's me from the future again. A year and a half into the future. In the next clip, you're gonna hear me mention that the TLS method that I show is only required until the death barrier gets removed. So if you're watching this after like the end of August 2023, then the death barrier should be removed. So you'll be able to do the old version of the trick as shown in the previous parts of this video. So this next clip is only relevant if you're playing a game version between 2200 and 2228, like including that version. anything after that should have the death trigger removed, so you can just do it the old way. So yeah. Now here I'm going to show the method for last stand update. So this is going to be the only method that you can do in last stand, at least until the death barrier gets removed, which will hopefully be done someday, if they can fix the elevator to not break if someone skips the event on their own. So yeah, first you need to start by killing the bots completely in this safe room, so that way they will respawn later on. I'm just going to fly here, I'm lazy, and they'll respawn it. You want to take them out of this closet. I'm just going to respawn them, and then work them here for the sake of time, and kill the switch. But basically, long story short, they will make their way up here. You might want to babysit them a bit, but you're going to walk off the edge here. Don't hang, hold spacebar. Yeah, you're going to walk off, land on this, and they're going to come to this, and then they will eventually warp to you, pick you up, and then you can just kill them, and then go about your day. And that's how you skip this TLS, at least until the death barrier gets removed, which may happen someday. So yeah, that's it.